Hi guys, it's Michaela again, back with another speed build. I hope you are all having a great day. So for today's speed build, I decided that I wanted to try something a little bit different. And I decided to go to Granite Falls and build myself a little cabin. And I did build or get the inspiration from this from a cabin that I have stayed in the past. Of course, the cabin that I stayed in was really tiny. Like, it only fit maybe 2 or 3 beds. Actually, I think there were bunk beds in there. So, probably 3 beds. And then a couch, and I think there might have been a table on the inside. But I don't really remember that part. The only thing that I remember from that camping trip was I remember I brought a laptop. I think it was my mom's laptop, and I was watching movies while I was camping, because that kind of defeats the purpose. I feel like a little bit. But yeah, so right now I'm just working on the exterior of it. I really want to have like that camping feel to it, and there is a lot of browns that I use in this, but I feel like it fits. And I do make sure to include a lot of plant life and also quite a few trees, because of course we are in the forest, and I actually haven't been to Granite Falls too terribly much. I've been there just a couple of times, like maybe like 3 times altogether. It isn't something that I really like going to. I don't know. I also don't have Juggle Adventure, but I have played with that pack in the past. But I feel like I enjoy the world in that one. I can't remember how to pronounce the name of that, but I do like the Jungle Adventure one. So I guess I should probably go get that pack now. Probably next time it comes on sale. But anyways, on this side of the cabin, I wasn't quite sure what to put over here, because it's not like I would have like my typical landscaping that I usually have on my regular houses. So I decided just to put some flowers over here, like maybe it's overgrown or something, I don't know. And then I also put just a few rocks, just randomly, wherever I felt like putting them. And I do enjoy the way that it turned out, but also like I'm not sure if it completely works, but I'm just gonna go if it works. And then on this side, on the back side of the cabin, I do put this terrain paint dirt on the ground, and that's just because every time that I have gone camping, because I have gone camping quite a few times, I just usually stay in a tent instead of a cabin. But there's always dirt like everywhere, like the entire campsite is dirt. But that didn't really quite work out if I were to just put dirt all over this specific lot, just because on the outside of the lot there is some grass, so then I feel like it just would be very out of place. And then but I do have just a little like chunk of dirt, I guess, on the back side of the house. And I do put a grill on the outside. I feel like when you're camping, that's pretty much how you eat, and there's no stove or anything on the inside of the cabin, so Sims gotta eat somehow. And then of course I have a picnic table, because I feel like also when you are camping, then that's just kind of like a staple, like a grill, your picnic table. And also of course I had to have a campfire, because what would camping be without roasting marshmallows and also making s'mores. Now, s'mores are probably my favorite part of camping, which is kind of ironic because I hate marshmallows. Like, I don't know, I've never been... Actually, I think when I was little I liked them, but now I'm not too keen on the taste of them or anything, or like the texture. That kind of gets me too. But I do like marshmallows just for the graham crackers and the chocolate. I love chocolate so much. I'm kind of a low-key chocoholic. Yet again, it also makes me pretty sick, so that's not very good. And I also really like graham crackers. But anyway, so now I'm moving on to the front side of the house. I do like that I did put this little porch area just in the front, and then to make sure that Sims have things to do, I do put a little, those like game table things or whatever, and then I just put some chairs on there. I have not play tested this, so I'm not sure if that works or not, but I'll definitely play test it before I upload it to the gallery. And then I move on to the inside. This cabin is a lot bigger than what I was imagining in my head, so I really had to kind of work with that. The bathroom ends up being pretty big, and then I do have a little kitchenette area, and then the like living room area, I guess you could say. I do put the beds in there too, so it's like one giant room that has like a little kitchenette, and then obviously the bathroom has to be separate because for obvious reasons. And then, like I said earlier, I do have quite a bit of browns in the place, but I don't know. I feel like it felt fit with the overall aesthetic I was kind of going for. And right now, I'm just trying to figure out what windows I wanted to put in the on the cabin, which I was having quite a bit of trouble with. So I used these ones. I think they're the season ones, which I do end up using quite a bit. But Seasons is one of my favorite packs, so that would make sense. And then I do test about putting a TV over here, which you'll see in a little bit. But I quickly end up deleting that because, kind of like what I was saying earlier with my laptop thing when I went camping. Like, I feel like if you go camping, you should not be there just to watch TV or whatever it is you want to do. Like, you should be there to spend time with your family or whoever you're going camping with, maybe your friends. And then also just enjoy nature, which does not include technology. Yet again, Sims will, if they come here, will also have their phones because you can't really get rid of those. I wish you could, because I feel like some people might not want their phones, or if you want to play like as if you're in a different time period, that also doesn't work. But whatever. But also in real life, like, we always have our phones. Like, our phones are glued to us. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like, it's very hard for me not to have my phone. I just recently got a job as a substitute teacher, which I haven't told you guys yet. But yeah, I'm a sub now, and I'm excited. But I cannot have my phone like on the desk or anything because I will like pick it up and start using it, which I don't like doing when I'm teaching because I'm trying to provide a good example for students and they can't be on their phones. So why would I? But anyways, back to the build. Over here, I decided that I wanted to make a bunk bed, which definitely will not be usable. I really wish we had bunk beds in The Sims because, I don't know, I feel like the cabin that I was in, I'm pretty sure I had a bunk bed. I've also stayed in a yurt in the past, and there is a bunk bed in that one too. And I don't know, I feel like bunk beds would just add so much. Like, I remember when I was little, I wanted to have a bunk bed so bad, but which I don't have any siblings or anything, but like they have the bunk beds that have like a desk or like a couch underneath. Like, I would so love that. Like, even now, like, that actually might be kind of nice, except I don't think I'd want to have the height thing. And then for like the ladder, I might decide just to put shelves right there to kind of mimic a ladder, because we also don't have ladders, which I also think we need, because ladders would just provide so much, like, especially if you're doing like a tiny house or something, because otherwise whenever I'm building tiny houses, it's like, okay, here's this giant staircase, and yeah, and then they just waste more room than what I would have wanted. And then over here, I decided to put this little chess table. I really like this one because it looks like it's built from like an actual tree. And then if you go onto the debug menu, you can get these chairs. And I'm pretty sure if your Sims are high enough level, then in their handiness skill, then they can actually craft those, which is pretty cool. But in this situation, I didn't have a Sim specifically to make that for me. So I just went in the debug menu, which you can do too if you want the easier way out. And then like for decorations and whatnot, I didn't put too many in here because I feel like if you're in like a hotel, a cabin, like whatever, a rental place you're staying in, then there isn't like too much clutter around. Which, if you've seen my videos before, like, I love my clutter. Like, I really like making houses and whatnot really lived in. But in a case like this, like, you're not really living here. I mean, I guess you could you buy a cabin? I mean, not at like a campsite, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, you probably can. But with that being said, I just decided to go more of like a basic type of look. And then over here I do put some curtains like right before the little kitchenette area. Like, I don't know, I thought it looked kind of cool. And then right here is the kitchenette, and so I just put some kitchen counters, and then the only things that are in here are a fridge and then a sink, and then I really like that like pantry thing going on. I don't know what that's actually called, but I liked having that too. And I don't know if there would actually be stuff in there really, but I thought it looked cool for this. And then I do put a window in here just so there was a window in here. And then I also put these shelves just to kind of fill up the space a little bit. And I just put some really random stuff. Like, I think I put stuff from like Dine Out and whatnot over there just because I was like, what do I put in here? Well, yeah, then I put some books, or I tried to put some books over there. And then I'm not sure. Yeah, I decided to put a plant over there because, and I imagine that would probably be a fake plant because I don't think the person that owns these cabins would want to constantly be like watering stuff or anything. And obviously not everyone that stays in these cabins are going to do that. And then I do go ahead and just place like a little table over here. There's only 2 chairs, so it's not like you'd be able to like really have a big family or anything, and not like you could have a big family in here anyways. And I do really like this wall art that we got from Fitness Stuff. I just bought that pack like last week or something whenever it was on sale for $5, and I thought it was so fitting because it had like a map of places and whatnot. And then I forgot what the other one was, but it seemed to make sense. Like maybe it's a map of like the area, maybe the campground or something. I don't know. And then I go ahead and go with the bathroom, and the bathroom was so big, which is kind of funny because I usually make my bathrooms like a lot smaller than what I want. And then since I was in the debug menu, I decided to test out with the wooden toilet and the wooden bathtub, but I didn't really like it for this particular build. So I just decided to go with these things. So I do have a shower, and then I think this sink is also from Outdoor Retreat because obviously that's pretty fitting. And then I wasn't quite sure what to put over here, so I decided just to put a little side table, and then I just put a couple of towels and also like that bathtub basket or whatever it is. And then the wall was feeling pretty bare too, so I just put some basic artwork. And then obviously I needed the mirror right there. And overall this bathroom felt so big. Like I felt like I didn't have enough stuff to like really fill out the space because I didn't want to make it lived in. I wanted to make it like more hotel-like. So then I decided to get one of those, I think they're supposed to be heaters from Vampires, which I don't think I've ever used, but I see other YouTubers use them in their builds. And I don't know why I don't use them because I really do like them. And then I decided just to put them in like the main living space too, just because I felt like it added so much. And I imagine like maybe people want to come to this cabin during the winter. Although one of the times that I did play a sim, a family, and we did go to Granite Falls, it was in the winter, and it kind of sucked because they couldn't really go outside because it was like blizzarding, so they like really couldn't go outside. But you know, it's fine. But anyways, this is almost the end of this video, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover right here. Thank you guys for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.